Thank the Lord, it's Friday. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the morning meeting. Hope you're all having a great day. I am. As soon as I wrap up the stream here, I will be heading to my daughter's house to hang out with our little grandbaby Charlotte. So it's gonna be a good day. And yeah, man, feeling good, feeling good. If you're new to the morning meeting, what's up? We get together every weekday. Quite a while now, almost 5 months we've been doing this. And usually around the same time, 11:55, get together and talk about our victories and our struggles, eating a low carb diet, whatever diet you choose to eat. As long as it's on the proper human diet spectrum, you're in the right place. Many of us struggle from time to time, and it's good to have community. So I'm glad you're all here. If you're watching the replay, what's up? Wish you could have made the live, but I appreciate you watching the replay for sure. Anyway, last night I didn't get a picture, and I wish I had, because I made a killer meatloaf. I actually went back and watched our old video on it, and I haven't made a meatloaf in forever, and it came out really good. I didn't use, because in the original video I used cheese, onion. What else did I put in there? Some ketchup, low carb ketchup. This time I didn't. It was just pork rinds, egg, salt, and the ground beef. So it came out really good. I did use a little seasoning, some garlic powder, and that was it. Cassie really enjoyed it. That's what she took for lunch today. And yeah, that was it. For lunch yesterday, I ended up having the leftover chili Cassie had made. I remember we were wondering if the spices were what made me feel bad that night. And I ate a nice sized bowl for lunch after the stream yesterday, and with no ill effects. So I don't know what was going on with me. But apparently it wasn't the seasonings in that chili she made. So she used her chuck roast as the base for that chili. It really came out good. So she said, "Oh, I might have to make a video about this." I told her, I said, "Amber beat you to it." Even though Amber used a different kind of meat. But anyway, really good to see y'all. Let's see how many folks we got in here. Almost 40. Cool. That makes a meeting. Awesome. Yeah, don't be chat, you guys. That's what this meeting is all about, the live chat. Without your participation, this live stream goes nowhere. So looking forward to seeing y'all. I'll miss you over the weekend for sure. But I am going to start my daily vlogs. So many people in our comment section of our regular videos, because they don't watch the lives, when are you going to do your daily vlogs? That motivates them. They enjoy those 7-8 minute videos showing everything I eat in the day. And it does me a lot of good too. So I'll be starting those up again. And let's jump into the comments. All right, we hit 40 folks. Awesome. I think I'm streaming this to Facebook today. I think I am. Yeah, I am. Okay. Sarah, what's up? Fantastic Friday morning to all Carnivore Quest warriors. Sarah, always glad to see you. Oh, and seeing Sarah there, I wanted to thank everybody who sent me emails about scriptures, for strength. We talked about that in the meeting yesterday, and I believe I received 5 different emails from all of you. So very cool. Carnivore Kip even sent me some scriptures, so I appreciate that. I was gonna pass them on. I'll probably combine them all, make a little list, and then go over them with Cassie. So I really appreciate you guys sending over that information. Very, very cool. Sarah will be listening today and not be able to chat. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Stay strong. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, we'll miss you in the chat, but glad you said hello. A nice day. Let's go. In 35 minutes, of course. Oh, you're a little early. Happy Friday, Larry. I love your channel. Encouraging for the normal folks. Uplifting for those who love Jesus. God bless. And I'll be driving to the coast today. All right. Well, be safe out there. Yeah, I have almost an hour drive to my daughter's house. Really looking forward to seeing that little grandbaby. She turns 9 months old today. Where's the time gone, right? Long-time viewers, you remember when she was born. Frank, what's up? Listening through Arkansas to Missouri. If I don't lose signal, it's not been a good week for Carnivore, but Monday I'm going to be back strong on the BBBE or Lion. All right, Frank. Good to hear. Either one, right? BBBE gives you a little more variety. Lisa, good morning, Larry and crew. What's up, Lisa? Great to see you on this Friday. And Joe in the house. These are the earlier comments. I'll just say hi to everybody. Lisa, what's up? I already said hi to Lisa. Laura Spath has a great new video about selecting the perfect chuck roast. Love that girl. Yep, I'm a big fan of Laura Spath. She's her channels really what inspired me and Cassie to start a channel. I was like, man, that give us some accountability, because Laura started her channel after she lost her weight, right? To inspire people like Cassie and I. After we saw Dr. Ken Berry doing the carnivore diet, I looked it up and saw Laura, and I was like, I told Cassie, I said, what if we start while we're really heavy and we actually show people the weight loss? And we were the first ones to do that. we had some success and we've had some failures. You guys know. But yeah, Laura rocks. So good in front of the camera. And I actually developed a relationship with Chris behind the scenes. He's a really nice guy. Very encouraging. JD, I couldn't follow through with the eviction and have given them until after the holidays. Well, it lowered my stress and I didn't cheat. Awesome, JD. Oh, that's a tough decision, Yeah. That's very gracious of you, through the holidays. Imagine what they're going through, but you're in a tough spot there, right? No matter how you look at it. Just keep trying and never give up, Frank. Right, Joseph? Lisa, thank you, Larry, for recommending Amber's channel. I did a little binge watching, and I'm going to make that egg drop soup this weekend. Yeah, absolutely. Amber did a great job on that video. Amber and her husband, Dan, they're just normal folks. They've been watching me and Cassie for, I don't know, 3 years, and they're just, grassroots, real Americans. And I really, Amber's gotten a lot better with her, video production. I really enjoyed those last 2 videos. Joseph, I can't stay for the whole meeting. I have a doctor's appointment today. Y'all keep up the good work. All right, Joseph, you have a blessed one. All right. Hope it goes well at the doctor. Monica. Hey, Monica. Good morning, everyone. Pamela, good morning. Looking forward to today. Awesome. I was too, Pamela. I was too. Holly wanted me to come over a little earlier. I said, girl, I got my meeting. She's like, well, Dad, you could just start it earlier. And I'm like, no. So everybody, there's a couple times, I got to start earlier. And I said, everybody's expecting me at 11:55. Or, yeah, 11:55. Cowgirl, hey. What's up, Cowgirl? Great to see you. Great to see all the same faces. Good morning, gang. Getting an exercise this week, ranking up the daily flow of leaves. Oh, Liz, yeah. The leaves. You guys know how many trees we have in our yard. And I keep the driveway clean. I'll go out and I'll leaf blow, rake up the driveway and the main drag, but the rest of the yard, I wait till all the leaves fall. And then little Larry and I tackle it, because it's frustrating. You're out there busting your butt, and then 2 days later, it looks the same. So that's my method. But get a little more exercise the way you do it, right, Liz? B. Osborne, good morning. What's up, B? Joseph, the best way to beat cravings that you get even when you've been faithful to carnivore for quite some time. What is the best way to beat cravings? Stay full. I mean that's pretty cliche, right, Joseph? But what do you guys think? I think staying full. And I'll tell you, the cravings subside. It doesn't take long. I'm still having cravings for, where is it? Backwards camera. The lattes. I'm still craving those. Like today, I got to go to the dump before I go to my daughter's. And being out and about, it's just habit. Oh, pick up a little latte. I'm not running errands and I, gotta say no. I'll have this big tumbler with me and full of water and just drink that. And I know Holly will have some coffee waiting for me when I get there. But yeah, best way to beat the cravings, stay full. And a lot of it is just mental power. Sometimes you just wake up and you want something and you just got to fight, and that even includes reaching out to somebody, Joseph, and say, hey, yeah, just talking about what you're going through. It really helps. And for me with a YouTube channel, Joseph, a lot of times I'll record a video, sit down and record a video. Man, you guys, I'm struggling right now. Those of you who have been with us a long time have seen me do many videos like that. And they help as soon as I hit record. And then I stop the video. I edit it. It's usually a basic video. Get it out to you guys. I feel better. And then you guys flood the comments with, you got this, Lair. I've used that quite a bit. Kel. Good morning, Lair. Hey, Kel. Don't be a stranger, Kel. What you eating today? Let us know. Juliet. I have class in 4 minutes, but wanted to say hi and wish everyone a wonderful weekend. All right, Juliet. Thank you for stopping by. Frank says he'll never give completely on carnivore because it's the only thing that has ever worked for me when I'm consistent. Amen, Frank. Me too. That is exactly, so many people, quite a few people comment, gosh, why are you still trying carnivore? Look at you. You look pathetic. Like, because I know it works, man. I just got to stick to it. And I know how good I felt, right, Frank? Let me see this setting here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Liz, I love meatloaf. Yeah, I do too. And you know what? Cassie was just praising me. She's like, oh my gosh, it's so good, honey. And you know what Cassie and I are going to do? I told her, I said, because I'm doing the majority of the cooking now because I work from home or I make my own schedule with DoorDash, but we're going to make up a menu for every week. So meatloaf is going to be on that menu for one day. And we just talked about this last night. We've never done that. And so I make the same thing 5 days a week. And then on her weekend, kind of leave it up in the air, what we're going to have. And we both agree that I think it's a great first step to keep me on track and to get her on track, So what do you guys think about that idea? But yeah, it'd been a while since we had meatloaf, Liz, and the weather is perfect. It really came out good. Hey, JD. Good morning, crew. Looking good, Larry. Thanks. I appreciate that, JD. Feeling good. Feeling good. I'm going back up here real quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I already saw you, JD. Yeah, talking about your tenant. Very cool. Yeah, and to all of you who sent those emails, including you, JD, you sent me a different kind of email, but I haven't gotten back to any of them, and I will. I apologize for that. Hit the like button, yeah, Monica. Hey, thanks, Monica. Yeah, man, I noticed on our streams we're not getting a whole lot of likes. It's like, man, I think people just forget. So it'd be really cool if you guys hit the like button. I know it's very cliche, right? But if it'll help reach new people, who knows if it does? Be cool if you did it. Hey guys, clicked on the wrong video today. That was weird. Escape. Oh yeah, you were on the vertical. It's funny. People have different preferences. I'm going to keep it on both vertical and I'm going to do both of them for about a month. See how it goes. Gigi, good morning to everyone. Hey, Gigi, really good to see you. Hey, Aaron, what's up, man? Glad you made it. So glad to see you having a low day emotional. So comfort chats with y'all. Okay, Mandy, well, glad you're here, right? Hopefully some of my optimism will rub off on you. What was it, day before yesterday? You go back and watch that stream. I was a little just off, you know what I mean? But today I'm feeling good, feeling great, feeling that momentum at my back, Mandy. But I did have a crazy nightmare last night. I won't even go into it. It was crazy. Just briefly, it was my mother and my stepdad who had killed her. They were in hell, and I was there, and it was like a society was there, but it was like dark, and it was like a world without God. It was horrible. People had jobs and everything. It was so strange. And, yeah, Cassie told me, baby, it's just a dream. I said, I know. It's just so weird, though. But Mandy, I'm glad you're here. Jeff, good morning, Carnivore Quest Warriors. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you, bud. Hit the like. Yeah, right, Aaron? Lance in the house. What's up? North Dakota Carnivore. Very cool. We got the whole crew here. Melissa, good morning. Hey, Melissa. I'm really going to do my best, y'all, to keep up with the live chat. I've had people complain. A couple of people say that I get so far behind in the chat. By the time I address their chat, they've already left. I'm like, well, then you got to stick around. But I get it. Penny, hey Penny, awesome to see you. Good morning, everyone. I've been missing the lives, but catching the replays, they are so encouraging. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Penny. Thank you for watching the replays, and I'm glad you find them encouraging. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point, Penny. Doug, good morning, all. Watching you, Larry. Big screen 4K. Ooh, how am I looking? How am I looking? Question is, how's the video quality? Yeah, I'm using a phone for this live stream, my business phone. So very cool, Doug. Chris, I watch on the TV. All right. Yeah, me and Cassie watch a lot of YouTube on TV too. My great grandson is a year old Monday. Awesome, Frank. Christopher Medina, happy Friday, fellow carnivores. What is up, Christopher, on Facebook? Good to see you, man. Glad you stopped by for a few. That's a name I don't recognize, so very cool. You must be following our page. Awesome. Don't be a stranger there, Christopher. What are you eating today? If you're still sticking around, some people just pop in, guys. Just finished some sausage and eggs with coffee. Awesome, Melissa. Sausage sounds good. Jeff, 3-egg mushroom, and cheese omelet and bacon. I don't think I'll ever get tired of this meal. No, I wouldn't either. No, I wouldn't either, Jeff. Very cool. And I'll tell you, somebody makes something with mushrooms. I've talked about this before in the meeting, but I have no problem eating mushrooms because I don't digest them. They go right through me. So I know they're not going to, affect me negatively. Day 14 back on. So far, so good. 31 days will be a record. All right, Doug. I can't wait to hear it, man. Awesome. Very cool. This is the longest stretch I've gone, Doug. Was this 14 days without a latte? That might be a record as far as like the last 4 months go. For me, those things just blows me away. They're so fattening. Drinking that much heavy cream. Mary, hey Mary, hi Larry and all. I'm making tallow balm lotion while watching. Dry winter air calls for it. Yes, Mary. Yeah, I love it when Cassie makes some tallow. I use it on my elbows. I get dry elbow. Yep. It takes some tender loving care. It's a little effort to make it. Just time consuming. It's easy, but time consuming, right? Brad, what's up, Brad? Good morning. Good to see you, bro. Good morning, all. Hey, Amber. I'm at work, so I'll be listening in. Don't forget, when we stray, this is where we go for that support. No shame here, just love and understanding. It has got me through. Amber, you couldn't say it any better than I could have. Let me tell you that. Yep. All the carnivores who feel like they failed and they're the black sheep of your group, or wherever you hang out with other like-minded carnivores or ketovores, you're always welcome here at Carnivore Quest. Cassie and I have had some great success, and we've had some great flops, right in front of the whole world. And it's all about the fight, I guess. I mean, that's what I tell myself. You haven't given up, you're not out of the fight yet. Doug, 5 scrambled eggs, 6 sausage links, Rise coffee. Okay. Yeah. I forgot to mention this too. Yesterday, before I had that chili, um, I was busy doing some things around here at the house, and I was battling some cravings. We were talking about cravings with Joseph a little while ago. I was really, having some bad thoughts, and I realized I was hungry. Here, I just gave Joseph this advice, and I went through it yesterday, literally. Um, as soon as I ate that chili, all those cravings went away, and I'm like, gosh, I even told Cassie, it's like my subconscious gets me to not eat, so I'll have those cravings, if that makes sense. Subconsciously, I want that crap food, so I keep from eating. I mean, I didn't have that chili till like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I was hungry probably when we got off the stream yesterday. Crazy. Subconscious kicking my breaking my balls, we put it that way. Shellbell, hey girl, good afternoon. My sis needs prayers. Please, just got hit with this last night. So I've been in prayer, healing scriptures. Absolutely, Shellbell. We got prayer warriors in here. So yeah, I'll get into some prayer after the stream's over. And for those of you out there who would like to send some up for Shell, her sister, and the whole family, absolutely, Shellbell. Sorry. Hope everything works out. Lance, back to burgers and eggs. Had a 3 burger and 3 eggs for breakfast. We'll have burgers and eggs for a late lunch, 3 to 4 p.m. Tomorrow will be burgers and salmon. Back to tracking fat and protein intake. All right, Lance. It's a burger kind of Friday, right? Gigi, laugh out loud. Farmer's proverb on fall. He who rakes last rakes least. Yes. There you go. I like that, Gigi. Very cool. Sharon, we will do this. Thanks for sharing. Awesome, Sharon. Yeah, I don't recognize your name. Is this your first time here? Maybe not. YouTube might have changed your handle. They've done that with a bunch of people. So really cool, Sharon. Maybe I've seen you. Maybe just not with your last name. Very cool. We will do this. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Good to see you. Hey, Doug became a member. Awesome, bud. Thank you so much for that support, and welcome to being a member of Carnivore Quest. Looking forward to talking to you face to face on our members' lives, which I was actually going to do one today, but my little Charlotte, I got to go see her on her 9-month birthday. But I'm thinking about doing over the weekend. Saturday, I got my brother-in-law coming over. It's just the last time we did members on the weekend. Very few people showed up. People out doing things. You never know. Keep your eyes peeled, Doug. You never know when a members live will pop up. But thank you, man, for that support. Appreciate that. Jeff, what helps me is knowing how I'll feel if I give in. Yeah, Got to keep that in mind, right, Jeff? Yeah. And I will definitely keep that in play when I get down to where I was at 250 pounds. I will guard my carb sobriety this time. I think I got a little cocky, when I lost all the weight and I was feeling so good. I can handle our anniversary dinner. Let's, take Cassie out to an amazing Italian dinner and yeah, a nuclear bomb got dropped on me. Uh, Charisse, or no, Jessica. I saw the C. Jessica, I'm late, but I'm here. Awesome, Jessica. You made it every day this month, or every day this week. Awesome. So cool, Jess. I'm pretty sure I'm needing to fast today in spirit and mind. But I am so hungry right now. Laugh out loud. If I eat, it will be leftover steak and eggs. Very cool, Shell. That's one thing I don't eat a lot of leftovers is eggs. It just it's just not that good to me. And usually I'll, cook what I'm gonna eat so I don't have leftovers. And if there's a couple little, pieces left, I'll give it to the dogs. But yeah, listen to your body, Shellbell. When I'm going through it, sometimes it depends. I mean, when I've been hit with big tragedies, I lose my I lose my appetite. I'm one of those people, but like daily stress, um, I want comfort food. There's a difference. You know what I mean, Shelbo. Melissa, meatloaf Monday, taco bowl Tuesday. Right? There you go. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make that me and Cass are gonna do it together, make a weekly menu for here at the house. Just like a baseline. JD, I lost weight starving myself, but it was the most miserable 6 months ever. I also lost a lot of muscle that way and regained 30%. Yeah, I've lost weight before. I remember I gained some weight in my early 20s, and it's a little harder to pick up the girls, a little harder to get the phone numbers. And I remember, and I was in shape uh, up until I got into the casino business, and then yeah, you're just standing behind a blackjack table or a crap table, so you're not getting a lot of exercise. And I eat whatever. I was drinking heavy, partying, and I remember I went on what my buddy called the corn diet, where I just ate I ate canned corn for like 2 months, pretty much. I mean, I had some other things, but I starved myself and I lost weight. But yeah, JD, I hear you. There's all kinds of ways to lose weight. Lance, my wife had a bad day yesterday, so she wanted to eat out Longhorn. She had a lemon chicken. I had a filet with shrimp. She also tried the firecracker chicken. She had three. Glucose stayed okay. Okay. Firecracker chicken. Man, I haven't been to a steakhouse in a long time. The last one we went to was a Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah. I've been out and I've had wings a few times, at a restaurant, but a nice steakhouse? No, it's been a while. Cheeto the Magnificent. Good morning. What's up? You notice that whenever I read your handle, Cheeto, I always giggle. I dig it. Liz, gonna have some sausage and egg scramble after our meeting. The meatballs later today. All right, Liz. Very cool. Penny, I make several meatloaves with eggs, pork rinds, and salt. I cook, slice, and freeze the individual slices for a quick snack or meal. Just heat and eat. That's actually a really good idea, Penny. But I'll tell you, the meatloaf I made yesterday was 3 pounds. Man, me and Cassie killed it. We had that for dinner, and then she took the rest for lunch. There was quite a bit left, but I told her I'd rather her take it, and not be tempted by the other crap at work. Um, Frank, I ate some Japanese crab last night and it kept me awake with stomach issues. Shout, shook. Oh, should. I thought that was a word I didn't. There was a little speck on my screen. Should. Had just ate steak and scallops and shrimp. I'd been okay. Japanese crab. I don't know if I've ever had that, Frank. It tastes good. Chicken dinner. I'm sure there's 100% unemployment rate in hell. Laugh out loud, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was a strange dream, man. It was just like a world with it where God wasn't there, you know. It was very it was disconcerting for sure. Doug, looking good, Larry, looking good. Awesome. My belly is still the size of, you know, the Empire State Building. Yeah, I feel great. I really do. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate that. It means a lot. You guys making to make my head start getting big. Lance, I just figured it out that you can use StreamYard on my phone. I plug in a mouse and use that on my phone also. Really? No, I didn't know that, Lance. That's cool. I was going to tell you guys. I'll tell you guys. You know what I'm working on right now? I'm working on one of the favorite video games I've ever played is called Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay, it's an open world cowboy game set in the late 1900s. Um, and it's an amazing, to me, it's the best video game ever made. But you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours just hunting and fishing, and you cook your food. Anyway, I bought a capture card, and it's the first time I've ever gotten one to stream gameplay. And I thought about doing like an episode like once a week because it's a very relaxing game, and just showing the gameplay of like me hunting, hunting a black bear, or it's pretty insane. If you guys have never seen the game, I'm thinking about experimenting with it. It's something I really enjoy. That game is very relaxing. You can fish, you know. I mean, you can rob a train. You can also be violent, but I get lost in the hunting and fishing. It's an amazing game. So I'm thinking about streaming that, like I'd be down in the corner of the stream talking to the live chat while I play. Might do it once a week or once every couple weeks. But I bought the capture card so I could set up the stream. So I thought that'd be cool. I was going to keep it a secret, but and I know most of our audience, don't play video games, but you guys would be amazed at how cool this game is, and it's relaxing. But anyway, I lost my place, of course. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to leave anybody out. Oh, Alfie boy. Okay, all right. Hey, gang. I froze the meatballs raw on a tray last night, and today I vacuum sealed them in packs of 7. Got 7 of them in the freezer right now for whenever. I love vacuum sealing stuff. Yeah, you can get in a groove, right? Yeah, it's you're not going to get frost burn on it. Uh, I'll still eat meat with a little frost burn on it. Cassie won't. Oh, it's gross, but it is kind of nasty. Jessica, I'm feeling discouraged today. I'm not giving in to emotional eating, but a lot of drama already this morning. I don't have time for that today. White knuckle, right, Jessica? And you're here, you know. White knuckle it, girl. I know that sounds horrible, but sometimes you just got to do it. You've been doing great all week. Sorry you're having a brutal morning. Hope you walk away from this stream with a little bit of a smile on your face. We're very blessed. We all woke up today. Maybe get into that gratitudes list, Alfie boy having a roast chicken for dinner. Awesome, man. Good to hear you on track, Alfie. Seriously. Yeah, you're definitely as a whole for our community, I say prayers every day. But I've been hitting you up specifically, Alfie. Stay away from that drink. Carnivore Frank got 8 pounds of prime rib steak when I get home. Going to reset my diet. Awesome, Frank. You got to let us know what you're going to end up doing, BBBE or the Lion Diet. uh, Day 3 of almost 100% carnivore, feeling so much better already, right? I actually slept well the last 2 nights. That's great, Gidget. Good to hear. Awesome. Very cool. That sounds awesome, Alfie boy. All right. Uh, Mandy with the super sticker. Thanks, Mandy. Appreciate that support. Like I always say, it's not expected, and I'm very unexpected and appreciated. Thank you for supporting our channel like that. And that's euros, huh? Is that what that is? Awesome. I had 4 pieces of bacon and 2 cups of coffee this morning. Yum. I love just, the directness of it, Monica. Very simple, right? I actually saw a short today with Dr. Barry showing me the coffee he drinks. That was pretty interesting. He just does 2 shots of espresso and yeah, he basically drinks it cold. He puts his vitamins in it and then he adds some ice to it. And he also put iodine in it. Yeah. It's a good short. His content's always been good, but he's actually got what was it? Maybe a year ago, he hired a team, like a social media team to edit his videos, and you can tell the difference. You can definitely see the difference. And because of his brain, and all his knowledge, his channel was already awesome. But now the production value on his stuff has gone up quite a bit. And why not, right? If you're making that kind of money, why not have some help? For sure. I wouldn't. As far as our videos go, I'll never have anybody edit our videos. I don't care if we had 1 million subscribers. To me, that's the whole point of being a creator. But Dr. Barry's different, He's a doctor. Day 5 of no coffee. Ringing in the ears is less today than yesterday, mostly. It's weird not having that coffee is helping. And that's so good to hear, Lance. Yeah, I have heard, what was suggested to me, the long fast, but I've had a lot of people say they gave up coffee, Lance, and it did it for them. That's why I initially didn't know if the fast was what did it, because during that fast, I did give up coffee, so. But once I reintroduced coffee, it never came back. So I assume it wasn't the coffee for me, but so glad to hear you're having some results. Very cool. Aaron, love the chocolate element in hot water. So good. Wish the mint was coming back. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bummed they're not going to do the winter medley this year. So all we have for hot chocolate options is the chocolate salt and the chocolate caramel, but they're good. But yeah, I still, we have like a, it's what would you call it? It's almost like a tote where we've dumped a bunch of element boxes in it. So there's like a mix of them. If I dug through that, I might find some of the last year's chocolate medley. Do a giveaway here on the channel. 1 packet of chocolate mints. Oh no, but Aaron, yeah, thanks for bringing it up. I gotta plug it, you guys. Our links down below if you want to order some Element electrolytes. Can't say enough about them. Their customer service rocks. You have any problem, they'll give you your money back and you get a free sample pack if you use our link. Aaron, helping me out to remind me to plug. I always forget, you guys. I always forget. No, they are good. Aaron, the mint chocolate was the bomb. Maybe if we started overloading Element with emails, they would produce it again. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I bet you a lot of people are saying, "What's up?" Because I've a lot of people over like, "Man, you're not doing it." And man, I'll tell you, just from our experience with our audience, I mean, the vast majority of people loved them, you know? So I don't know quite why they did that. Terry's on the way to the butcher for some meals. We'll watch a replay. Okay, Terry, on the replay, what's up? One of the best lines I've ever heard from someone say is true success is not the absence of failure. It is a refusal to surrender. Nice. I like that, cowgirl. Very cool. Hey, Brad's Biscuit. Sup, Larry? Fam. Prayers going out to Shell family. Awesome. Yeah, Brad's Biscuit. I saw you in someone else's stream. Someone else's stream popped up in my feed yesterday. I couldn't even tell you the channel. There were 3 people and 1 girl. Her name was Keto Rockstar, I think. And the 2 gentlemen, I don't know who they were. I didn't know who any of them were really. I remember her name because it's kind of unique. But I saw you in their live chat, Brad's Biscuit. So I getting around watching a whole spectrum of live streams. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, there's Brad's Biscuit. Yeah. And I like to see that. I like to see, and they all had, smaller channels compared to ours. Ours is nothing huge, but I like to see people's content being pushed out. It was shown to me through my feed. I love that, like when Amber's channel or Lance's channel, the North Dakota Carnivore, Aaron, video shows up in your feed. That's a good thing. Instead of you having to search for it, it's being shown to people, Liz, family requested I make some Thanksgiving pumpkin sweet treats this weekend, and I'll freeze them. Need to resist temptation. Yeah, I hear you, Liz. I hear you. Yeah, my plan is to still stay strict on carnivore, guys, on Thanksgiving. I still need to talk to my son Cody and see if he can pick me up some special meat, maybe some scallops or something. Heck, even maybe some chicken wings instead of turkey. I don't know. Monica, I'm eating a ribeye tonight. I'm craving one. I can't wait. Yum. Nothing better, right, Monica, when you're really craving one and you're blessed to have it. Very cool. Yeah, the scripture. Yeah. Thank you all. 19 again, I say unto you. Oh, this is again, I say unto you that if 2 of you shall agree on earth as touching anything they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. Matthew 18. Nice. Yeah, I love Matthew. It's probably the book I spent the most time in when I first got saved. Listening to the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount. Meatloaf with carnivore gravy sounds so good. Ooh, yeah. That does sound good. I love any kind of gravy. If I get too hungry, I will have meat aversion, and I'm drawn to apples with peanut butter, toast, etc. And I feel terrible, not worth it. Yeah, it's one of the brutal things in this world. It's like, why can't we have stuff that tastes good? Why couldn't a steak taste like toast? But that's why I added a thumbnail today. Brutal, Carnivore low carb is not always easy. Sometimes it's just brutal. Now, a lot of the other influencers might not agree with me there, but yeah, I don't care. Melissa, second week of November, up 1 pound. Oh, well, 1 pound is not a whole lot, right? Yeah. Sometimes the scale goes up a little bit, Melissa. Yeah. I'm glad don't let it bother you. Wendy, what's up? Great to see you, Wendy. Rushed home from a brand new WEIS ribeyes, $6.99 a pound. They were way too lean. I picked up the best they had. Ugh. Hey, happy Friday. Yeah. And you're blessed to have them, right, Wendy? North Dakota. Lance says closest Brazilian steakhouse is 110 miles from here. They don't open until 4:30. We may be going to a hockey game down there, and I will be able to eat there then. Otherwise, it's eat and a 2-hour drive home. Yeah, that's a little far, right, bro? Maybe on a special occasion, but yeah, it definitely helps if you're going to do something near the restaurant. Ours is about a half hour from us, and the only one we have near us is Texas State, Brazil. It's in the mall, of all places. Hey, Red Dead Redemption 2 is what I'm playing now again. Such a good game. Yeah, Alfie. Well, you'll definitely be in that live stream, right? Yep. My husband plays Red Dead Redemption. Awesome, Melissa. Okay. Yeah, I might have a few of you in there. I laugh out loud. I played that too. Really, Charbel? All right. I'm going to show you how the hunting's done. I'm a master hunter. I love that game. I told Cassie, I just like sometimes, we're winding down our day. She's on her phone, and I'm gonna go fishing for a little while. And I'll just come in here for a half hour, and fish, or maybe go try and you know, get a grizzly bear or something. Yeah, it's a beautiful game too. But I got to do a lot to set that up because in here I have a PS4. In our living room, I have the PS5 that my kids bought me for Father's Day. So I'll probably bringing that in here, and little Larry's gonna have to help me do the setup, even though he's real not familiar with streaming either. But he's got a young brain. Larry Som 48 says, "Now I will lay down in peace and sleep, for you are alone, Lord, with me, and dwell in safety, praying that and calming that over my mind when going to bed has really helped me. Oh, and claiming that calming, praying that and claiming that over my mind when I go to bed has really helped me." Yeah, of course it is. Of course it does, Monica, right? That's the word of God. Bam. It's not just a book. It's a very special book. Awesome. Yeah, you choose your trail to take for your adventure, right? Yeah. Sarah, just stopping in. I'm pretty behind listening. Great idea for weekly menu that saves time and money, right, Sarah? Sarah, you're the best. I knew a family who kept a calendar of meals on the fridge, helped with planning, and honestly, it really helps limit choices. Yeah, and also with budgeting too, right, Sarah? Yeah. Once we get it done, Cassie and I might do a video on it. Maybe recommend it to folks. Maybe see how it goes for us, for a couple weeks. Beverly, have a good weekend. All enjoy seeing you all. Take care. I care. Hey, Beverly. Beverly, next time you gotta chime in before you leave. uh, Sarah, I think so many of us find freedom in restriction. Having planned meals really just takes away our mind's ability to be naughty, right? And maybe less trips to the grocery store. I think it'll be a win-win. Uh, Jessica, the stream always helps me feel better. Good, Jessica. I'm glad. I'm glad. And you did it, man. You made the commitment. You were here five days this week, Jess. So very cool. Me too, Sarah. Oh, thanks. You guys are the best. Does wonders for me hanging out with y'all. Um, hey, Sam, you woke up. Hi, Larry, Carnivore Quest team. Thank goodness it's Friday. What's your and Cassie's favorite movies? Also, any update on the Christmas decorations? No, Cassie hasn't brought out the Christmas decorations yet. Favorite movies? Oh, The Warriors. I love that movie. And then there's The Road Warrior. I love a bunch of movies. I always say it when I ask people about what their favorite movies are, I'll go by category. Like, what's your favorite war movie? For years, my favorite war movie was Platoon, but then I saw Saving Private Ryan, so that became my new. I'll go by genre. So, but I got a lot of favorites. The Road. That's a great movie. If anyone has seen it, the book and the movie are good. One movie I want to see is The Long Walk, based on Stephen King's short story, and that one, it's set in a dystopian future where it's pretty much like a dictatorship runs everything, and every year, I believe it's every year, they have a contest where they get the best. They take kids. I think they're just like, you can participate once you're 18. You can't participate anyway. It's called The Long Walk, and you start walking as a group, and if you slow like below 2 miles an hour or whatever, you get a warning, and you get 3 warnings. I forget exactly how the rules are, but eventually, if you peter out, they end up shooting you, and the last person standing wins the ultimate prize, which is basically anything you want. It was they just came out with the movie a few months ago, and I loved the short story. The book was riveting. So, The Long Walk. I definitely want to see that. Sam, you always get me veering off on subjects, and I love it, man. Does anyone here use iodine? Just curious. Beverly, Cassie bought some, but she never used it. It's like she has it in the waiting. She wanted to do some research on it, and I saw Dr. Barry taking some. Doug, yeah, I add chocolate, electrolyte, and iodine to my coffee. Okay, there's someone. Karen, hello, Karen. How are you? Good to see you here today. Gosh, I'm not too far behind in the chat. That was only 12 minutes ago. Hopefully, you're still here, Karen. I put iodine in my first cup of coffee. All right, Jeff. Joe, hi, Beverly. I use the brand Dr. Barry recommends. My buffalo style meatballs are great. Gonna put some burgers in the oven. Aaron, do you have that on your channel? That recipe for the buffalo style meatballs? That sounds good. That sounds real good. Cher, good morning. I'm starting a new job today. Got to go. I'll catch the rest of the video on replay. Everyone have a great weekend. All right, Cher, good luck. The new venture, right? Kick butt. It's a sterling $1.99. Just wanted to say thank you, Larry. I'm grateful you're here. Oh, Mandy, appreciate that. Thank you. Sterling. Okay. Michelle, hi y'all. I made chicken soup last night. Yum. Nice. Perfect time of year for it. Right, Michelle? Very cool. I could do without the chocolate chai in the medley. As long as they put out the chocolate mint or chocolate raspberry, I'll be happy. Yeah, that was my least favorite too. Yep. I agree 100% with you, Amber. Cassie, though, she liked the chocolate chai when she made she'd use it in a chai tea. She'd mix it. She had a little combination she did, and she'd enjoyed it, which was good. At least one of us, like, when you get the medley, you got all three in the same package, and she'd enjoy those. So I want to say I hated it, but yeah, it was definitely my least favorite. Larry and y'all, is the bacon up bacon grease okay to cook with? What is BHA, and is the other sodium and dextrose in the ingredients list okay or no bueno? I don't know what bacon up is. Is the bacon up bacon grease okay? Anybody know for Sam? I'm not that picky, Sam. As far as I go, any bacon grease is okay. Ooh, Doug, going to Claim Jumper Steakhouse for Thanksgiving this year with my sister and her family. Might splurge on a tomahawk. I love the tomahawk. Now, I don't want to dissuade you, Doug, but my son Cody, who's you guys know is a butcher, he got me one year, and it was delicious. It was amazing. But he says, "Don't you ever waste your money on these because you're paying, a lot for the bone." I guess just the presentation. But he says, "Enjoy it because I'll never get you another one." He'd for the same money, he said he could get me a bigger, nicer steak. But I enjoyed it, Doug. I still got the bone out in the backyard, so you do what you're gonna do. But I remember Cody saying that to me, and he's the one that got it for me. uh, Becky, hey Becky, hello team. Just on lunch break, bacon and eggs, Yahoo. And had my bad day, but back on track again. Having a great day, South Dakota. Awesome, Becky. Very good to hear that. Good for you. Doesn't take long. Does not take long to start feeling better. Oh, yeah, my gamer name is Shell Shock D68. That's so cool, Shell. Now, see, you just never know who's a gamer out there, right? I mean, most of us grew up in the age of Atari. I'd say the majority of us, but some people let it go. I have friends who haven't gamed since we were kids. uh, Brad's Biscuit. I sub to many different carb keto channels. I love the info, the community sharing, and staying accountable. Absolutely, Brad's Biscuit. I love seeing you there. I'm like, I know them. Uh, Doug, my mom was a single mom. She had the same dinner, same day each week. Weekends were up for grabs. So that shows you right there how efficient that is, right, Doug? Cool. I want to see that one too. Oh, the long walk. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Be cool. Cowgirl, I add iodine to my coffee after watching many videos of Dr. Berry. I don't know if damn. I don't know if it does anything, but I hate seafood. All right. Very cool. Is that where most people get iodine from, is seafood? Hey, B Bear, hello. I'm really late. Hope everyone is well. We're all better now that you're here, B Bear. B Bear. Glad you stopped by, even for a few minutes. Very cool. I use Dr. Berry's brand of iodine, but the 5% one. 4 drops a day on my coffee. Okay. Uh, Sam. Gosh, this thing is so annoying. Haha, Larry. Thanks. Yes, I'm awake and I like these cool subjects. How about this one? Larry, do you believe in the rapture? Why do some Christians not believe in it, just like the Trinity? I don't know. I don't know why they don't. And I do. I do believe we will be raptured um, before the last days get really bad. I do believe that. I believe the UFO deception will be part of that, part of the explanation of where you have millions of people disappear. That people who are left behind are going to want an explanation. And I think, me personally, I think that all ties in. But I've heard some really great preaching on the rapture, and I've seen preachers that I really respect that don't preach the rapture will happen. They say, if we're still alive, Christians will go through the great tribulation. We will go through it. So, but all that doctrine really doesn't matter, Sam. What matters is the gospel, the good news. And it has, doctrines like that have nothing to do with salvation. So that's the important one, right? Jesus died for our sins, rose on the third day, defeated death, all for us, gave us a free gift. So that's what matters, bud. But I love the banter. I love the back and forth, bro. Let's see, yeah. I loved all the chocolate. I loved all the chocolate medleys. Sad to see they're not doing it this year. Yeah, I was too. Yes, I have not bought the tomahawk at Butcher's for that reason. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to rain on your parade, brother. It wasn't about that. I was just kind of popped into my head what Cody told me, which makes sense. You're just paying for that bone. Oh gosh, I lost my spots. Sorry, guys. This is really annoying me. I talked about it yesterday. How the area for me to see your comments just like it gets smaller and smaller. That's so annoying. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Anyway, let me go here and then back here. Nope, same thing. Darn it! I hope I didn't miss anybody's comments, you guys. My bad, y'all. I'm sitting here trying to find. This is really annoying. I gotta fix this. Uncomfortable silence. Bride's biscuit. Okay, I'm catching up here. All right, here we go. Gidget, Jack and Dexter game was great for stress. Laugh out loud. That's my excuse anyway. Yeah, one of my favorite games of all time was Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man. Bride's Biscuit Gamer. My first console was the Magnavox Odyssey, way before Atari. Nice. I've seen one of those. Yeah, friends of mine had ColecoVision and Amber. I love playing my PS5. I just recently started the Uncharted series again. I play them at least once a year. It's my escape from today's harsh reality. Keeps me sane. Yeah, that's a great series, Amber. That's easily in the top 10, as far as gamer series goes. Oh, I've played them all. So is Cassie. Cassie's a gamer too, y'all. Cassie loves The Last of Us, and she's very good at it. So the online play where you play with other players, she's very good at it. Her handle was badass, Mama Cass. And then somebody she beat turned her into PlayStation because it had the word ass in it. So they actually made her change it. The birth, death, and resurrection. Amen. Swan, hey, happy Friday, everyone. Just got back from having lunch with my daughter. I said no to her fries and chicken tenders. There you go, Swan. Great job. And I'm glad I got to see you, before we wrap up the stream. Very cool. Gnawing on a meat bone at the end of my meal is therapy, right? Yeah, me too, Larry. Matthew is my first favorite. Yep. And then when I got home from Overcomers and I had access to an audio Bible, I'd listen to the Beatitudes when I'd go to sleep. For a long time I did. Sermon on the Mount. I loved it. Still do, but it really I felt it. All the nightmares and the night terrors I was having had already gone away, but that just hearing the words of Jesus as you fall asleep, there ain't nothing better. Keep those nightmares and demons away, Chris, what's up? There's a name I don't know if I recognize. They might have changed it, but good to see you. My coffee withdrawal reminds me of opioid withdrawal. Switch to hot water, red and salt, 1 tablespoon heavy cream, 4 drops of iodine, and some element for a treat. All right. Very cool. Yeah, I apologize too, Chris, if I just not remembering your handle there. Bride's biscuit, oyster, scallop, and cod are very high in iodine as well. Okay. Back from my doctor appointment. Man, that was quick. Joseph. Awesome. How'd it go, right? Swan says, how'd it go? Jessica, I used to love playing Final Fantasy VII. I played that too on the PS2. Or was it the PlayStation 1? It's still my favorite game of all time. Yeah, just they remade that game, but I'm trying to think. I think it was the PlayStation 1 that Final Fantasy VII first came out on. It might have been the two. I know exactly where I was living. Long before I met Cassie, and I was dating a girl who had a son, and he loved that game. She's a little older than me. All right. It was a vision screening. I won't know until Monday. All right. Yeah, Cassie and I have had our glasses. We've gone twice to get glasses, and we're not happy. My prescriptions just don't seem right. So we got to find a higher quality place. Book of John is my favorite gospel account. Yeah. Yeah, the book of John was written so you might believe, right? Yeah, written for the Gentiles. I went Odyssey, Atari, ColecoVision, and Television Genesis, then Nintendo 64. I left before PlayStation and Xbox. Wow. Yeah, the Odyssey. I remember that one too. In television, I went, let's see, Atari 5200, which was awesome. I love that. And then Genesis and, oh no, then Nintendo. Never had a, then I flipped to Genesis, never had a 64. And then I got a PlayStation and PS2, and I got the Xbox. I was working at the casino in my early 20s, so I had both of them. I thought I was badass. And then after the Xbox, the first Xbox, I never bought another one because I just loved PlayStation. So I stuck with PlayStation the whole rest of the time. The video game history of Larry on Carnivore Quest. The game originally came out in 97. Yeah. So that would have been, I believe that would have been PS1, right? I got married that year, hence the end of my gaming days. Well, not necessarily if you met your husband gamed, right? Had a ColecoVision way back, Joseph. Yeah, bailed and came back to watch what I missed, and you all are still live. Score. Very cool, Lance. Fun gaming talk. Larry, ever think of starting a gaming channel or streaming video games on here? Well, yeah, Sam, I talked about it earlier in the stream. I'm thinking about streaming. I bought a capture card, and I'm thinking about streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 because there's a lot of hunting and fishing, and it's a very relaxing game. And you know, I think it's probably the only video game I could put on a carnivore diet channel. Imagine us setting out together to find a grizzly bear, and then if we get them, we cook them, eat them right there at camp, and that would be the stream. Like one stream is going for a specific animal, maybe hunting. They got cougars. It's a crazy game for those who have never seen it. But I'm not doing it. It will not do well on our channel. But 50% of the content we put out, maybe even more than that, I don't worry about. Oh, is this going to grow the channel? Is it gonna? We've always done things our way, So if I want to put something on there, I'll put it on there. I try and make it carnivore related, Cassie and I also talked about when we play poker online, putting that on and having a live stream and just talking with everybody. But we probably won't do that. Yeah, see, I got my PS controller right here. I probably usually play once or twice a week for about a half hour. It is. It's a good way to decompress. Bryce Biscuit, great stream today, Larry. Nice memories. Thanks. Hi everyone. GameStop had a long line for the new Call of Duty game. Debbie's gaming, huh? Awesome. A game me and Cassie, we still have it on our PlayStation 3, is Nazi Zombies on Call of Duty 2, Black Ops 2. And it's Keener do Toten, where you're in the movie theater. Cassie and I are experts at that game. Like, for those of you who have played it, Cassie and I have made it to like round 40, which that means we're badass. We have spent too many hours playing that game. For anybody that knows that game, level 40 is badass. I do PC gaming these days. Yeah, Brad's Biscuit. That's little Larry too. Little Larry, once he started gaming on PC, he said he'd never go back. Lance has only played one game in the last 40 years, a snowboarding game. Okay. I remember playing some snowboarding games on the Xbox that were amazing. Very cool. I'll tell you, Lance, if I end up streaming that Red Dead, you'll like that game. It's an amazing game. It's the best game ever made in my view. But anyway, guys, we went an hour and 10 minutes today to finish up the week on this Friday. I love each and every one of you. You know what this morning meeting means to me. We're not doing it to make money. We don't make a ton of money off this stream at all. A couple bucks each day off of it. But what it does for me is there's no price I can put on it. So I love spending my time with you, 1 hour a day usually. And it does wonders to keep me on track. And I can't wait to see you guys on Monday. All right. Everybody stay strong on your carnivore diet, ketovore diet, keto, Atkins, whatever you're doing, and just make me one promise. If you do mess up, don't beat yourself up. Just stop. All right, y'all. I love y'all. We'll see you Monday, 11:55 a.m. And members, you never know. You never know if keep your eyes open for a members live. All right. Later.